Hello, Collective. Welcome to the channel. It is August 20th, 2025, and I'm back with another break time message. I hope you're doing well. The Curator and Friends are talking about an American. Someone asked another person if a target had a clear conscience. Apparently their mind is settled and they're thinking about this unaliving somebody, a sacrifice, and so they're hoping that somebody has a clear conscience. They have to be innocent. They're not able to get what they need out of them if they have a guilty conscience. I honored them, said one masculine, and they didn't sound very happy about it. I'm not certain who they have honored. Perhaps professional thieves and tyrants, professional unalivers and scam artists. Or they honored the new foundation keepers or whomever, and maybe they're feeling bad about that. There is talk of chemistry. Talking. A masculine off in the distance said, "You don't think so?" They're talking about an heirloom, which is a valuable object that has belonged to a family for several generations, and they mentioned 50,000. So one of these masculines, it appears, has sold an heirloom out of the family collections. They were not able to gain the merchandise of this Earth Angel that they had been targeting. And so they're out of money. They're running out of money. They're having to sell their family heirlooms. Something about we who's you keeps getting tampered with. So we who's you, that would be the copycats. The copycats are getting tampered with. They're calling a woman headstrong, which is strong-willed. So there's copycats out there. We who's you keep getting tampered with. So they're throwing out magic, trying to copycat a strong-willed woman, and apparently it keeps coming back on them. One of these masculines are talking about interesting projects. So it sounds to me like a spy or a mole and implant in a specific territory, reporting on what they find happening there. So this sounds to me like there's an enemy in the camp. Finding out information and taking it back to his manager, his handler. The curator is talking about the copycats being responsible for their own evil deeds. So we who's you keeps getting tampered with. Their evil deeds keep coming back on them. They're responsible for it. They cannot put this stuff on anybody else. And if they enjoy their life in the slightest little bit, they should just stop. Or not. Some time ago, the divine stated that their intention will be their gift. The copycats are responsible for their own evil deeds. It's done. They're not putting this on anybody else. Identities have been verified. I had a vision. There was a big masculine standing there, kind of looking off to the left. He was wearing a white t-shirt. He had like strawberry blonde hair and light skin. And he says, "I get it. I don't know what you're talking about." So someone is making him feel stupid. They're making him feel as though he doesn't have an understanding of this sly and putrid practice that they got going on. I heard what sounded like a feminine telling somebody else, "It's what you have to do." And then I heard a masculine say, "Reality is setting in." A feminine said, "Flavor in my kitchen." Flavor in my kitchen refers to the character of food being prepared in one's kitchen. This person sounds like they want to eat somebody. Or perhaps they got busted with some spicy spices or something. One of these narcissists said they're adapting. So it's what you have to do, and they are adapting. It sounds to me as though there is an agreement or some kind of a rehab or something, a change of ways. a different way of living, and they're adapting. It sounds like the shift in habitual patterning may be going well. These misogynists are talking about legality. Dang it, I forgot to Google that. So they keep trying to go to the courts and speak their proper words about, stuff. They all say the proper words while underneath they're malicious, calculating how they're going to mess somebody up in the most heinous way. It's something else. Legality. The quality or state of being in accordance with the law. So it's like, what? They want to take it to court that their little copycats are having to eat their own words or suffer through their own intentions? I don't understand what their problem is with this. They don't think it's legal that people be reformed in order to have access to this person's territory. I mean, if they want to be there and have access to services, then there's laws, there's rules. No more coming in and hurting people and tearing down their lives just so you can feel good about it. There's something about in town and out. So whatever this legality is, it's all over the place. It's widespread. The misogynist narcissists are discussing this type of relationship. There's a shift happening. This type of a relationship is loyal, devoted, purposeful, and disciplined regarding family and the upbringing of the future adults in the world. This interdimensional guide for these hoe bags, these worms that hook and tag people, they're helping them through this kind of relationship. These masculines are abusive. They're not faithful. They have no love in them. They're very good actors. If they can obtain a contract, their behavior will need to be monitored because not everybody can be rehabilitated by love. They are empowered by domestic violence. They feed on it, the energy of it. They feed on misery. So this type of a relationship requires misery of the mother figure in the home. These ones will definitely have to be watched because they have been driving people into domestic violence. They thrive on this suffering of the divine mother energy. And the children too. We've already experienced this in one phase of history, so it will have to be monitored, especially because they're still getting guidance from their interdimensional sleazeball. So they're in the territory, planning on how to dismantle the stability of it. They're talking about some kind of a ritual, a binding, a different kind of sacrifice, a forbidden, hidden scheme and scam. They must feed, and they mention demonic. They may be accused of such things or trying to project onto another to accuse and falsely, deceitfully convict. A binding, a different, forbidden, hidden scheme. They mention demonic. Yeah, so these rituals of transference of sins, of sacrificing souls to black hole feeders, monsters, and such. Beautiful people that are meant to be here to support a family, to raise children. These demonic characters have been unaliving them and feeding them to a monster for profit. They're still planning on doing this kind of stuff. They're heard very plainly. This is the message that I have for you, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.